Yes, as you can tell, pizza is my dinner for this Thursday night, and got the word after pivoting, not after pivoting, before pivoting, and between the end of Nickelodeon Thursday night in America and the beginning of pivoting, I got word that guess what? I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna discuss as. I'm not gonna get into that here on the internet out of respect, I don't want to share information that shouldn't be shared on the internet, considering, reason is the reason, like, why this is happening or why that is happening. So I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I get a 3-day weekend. Lucky me. But I would say we'll save the conversation for another day, but we're never going to have the discussion period whenever that shit happens. But anyway, let's get into what we're really here to talk about after the first of many. I got some food crumbs in my mouth. Apologize for that. But anyway, we're here to talk about the Dale Sr. Austin Dillon installment of the inaugural season of Pivoting on Fox. So let's get into it. First off, Olivia De Laurentiis and Audrey Gerthofer. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope, because I really can't go back and look, recording on the phone. But sorry guys. Trying to remember. Oh yeah. Donna and Andrea. I almost said Audrey again. Donna and Andrea. We're back for more like Mike Skinner tonight. That just makes my day. I really can't wait for Megan to make her debut. I can't. What was the character she played? Hold on, I can go look. Emily's the name, that's right. And I had a chance to look at Audrey's last name. Yeah, I got it right, Gerthofer. Olivia De Laurentiis and Audrey Gerthofer stole the show for me personally as my favorite characters, 2 or 3 favorite characters, Donna and Andrea. The third of the trio, Emily, will debut, I think, episode 5 and 6, I think. Carrie Ann Duncan, I don't remember a character she plays because of the fact we haven't met her yet. She will debut way later in the series. But, I mean, Olivia and Audrey stole the show for me personally. For all the kids out there, Addison and Madison. Hold on. Yeah, I was right. I mean, I just had to double check him just to be sure. I'm sorry for the constant pausing. So let's see if we can go to the rest of this reaction video without fucking pausing. But for the kids that watch Pivoting, Marcelo and Addison Madison stole the show as Amy's on-screen kids, Eliza Coop. But the real winner of the real winner in my book, who stole the show for everybody, including the ones who had like personal winners in their books, Frankie, let's check. Corzo, yeah, Frankie Corzo. I was gonna say that right, but I didn't want to fuck up. I'm trying not to fuck up any names, trying to get to know the ones I don't really know yet. But the real winner of stealing everybody's hearts was Frankie Corzo as Diana, the ex-wife of Sarah, played by Maggie Q. I mean, she came in out of nowhere. She wasn't kidding when she said last week she was going to debut this week. Well, it's this week, and she did not disappoint. And whose idea was that to have a weird ass random animated character in a show, a live action show with real life people? I mean, you'll never see that happen unless it's Nickelodeon or Disney Channel. I've never seen Fox, ABC, or CBS do this shit before until tonight. There's a first time for everything, I guess. It's cool, but that just was a little weird to me. Although I did feel bad when he got killed at the end, when one of the ladies stepped on him in the scene where they were trying to get the tree out for Colleen's grave. I feel bad for Lawrence, though. I really do, because the ladies were sitting on his wife's grave, thinking that they found Colleen's, but they said as they were like trying to go to Colleen's and like finish their picnic, which we didn't get to see because like the title card, the intros are short lived in some of these shows before the title card pops up, and then the show really begins, like they do in A Million Little Things and all that shit, and that they used to do on JT Neal's other show, Bless This Mess, which is part of what gave me this show, along with his Lab Rats appearance in the NASCAR episode with Logano. Well, I feel bad for that guy. I really do. And hold on, my mom's texting me. Family interruptions. I'm sorry about that, everyone. She heard me talking, so therefore she thought something was wrong. I had to text her, no, I'm just recording a video, like, chill out. Okay, so anyway, like in JT Neal's other show, Bless This Mess, which was part of what gave me the pivoting, along with and I'm sorry for the constant pauses. I have to make sure, besides that family interruption, because family interruptions are annoying when you're a YouTuber, and trying to make sure I don't fuck up any of the actors' names. Never had to pause this much, so I apologize for that, everybody. But just like they used to do at Bless This Mess, JT Neal's other show, which part of what gave me this one, pivoting, and along with his appearance on Lab Rats in the NASCAR episode with Logano. So I have people sleeping, so it's kind of hard to record up here when what. I'm not afraid to admit I'm a loudmouth, but even Margaret, my girlfriend at Triad VireQuest, that my job is a loudmouth too. I can hear her on my side, and she can hear me on her side. So yeah, that girl gave me a run for my money. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday before we went to the game. But I keep getting off topic. Let's just talk about this damn episode. So therefore, we didn't get to see try to finish their picnic on Colleen's grave. But what I was gonna say before those interruptions happened, that commercial from in last week's episode that was promoting this week's had us thinking that Colleen was the old man, Lawrence's wife. That's what I thought too. But then when we saw Colleen in the family pictures with her husband, it turns out we were fooled. It was that black guy. I can't remember his name, but I do know he's played by a guy named Colton. I don't want to keep pausing anymore, so I'll just find out as I go along. I get to know the cast as I go along. The ones I'm not really all that familiar with yet, except for the favorites, obviously. But Tommy and Colton did a hell of a job filming that scene in the car together. All their scenes in general they did together, they did a hell of a job. Even in the kitchen with the refrigerator. Robert Barker, who played Audrey's dad, who is also the husband of Jody, which is Andrea's dad is played by Robert Barker. Jesus Christ, I always get the characters and their actors' names mixed up. Like, goddamn. But yeah, Andrea's dad is played by Robert Barker. I finally met him tonight. And her mom, Jody, is played by Jennifer Goodwin, as we all know. So that's obviously Robert Baker plays Jody's husband. I got to see him tonight. So finally got to meet him. I got to meet some new characters tonight, which is amazing, But what was I gonna say? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the whole phone thing with Jody and Matt the trainer, which is played by JT himself, was funny. When they were at before I get into that, I gotta say, I thought there was gonna be a random stranger that gonna come out and bust the ladies, who are trespassing, trying to dig that tree out for Colleen's grave. Okay, now I remember. Oh my God, there's so much to talk about in this episode, but talk about a plot twist. It turned out to be Diana's house, because she pulled in, and it's a miracle it wasn't any more serious than it actually was, and they were able to take the tree home no problem. But Colton and Tommy did a hell of a job filming their scenes together, especially in the kitchen, at Diana's house, and when they were trying to take Jody's phone, trying to stop her from trying to text Matt, they were chasing her around the yard. Only thing missing was one of the ladies that were in pursuit, chasing her. Only thing was missing was the ladies doing the chasing, singing "Headstrong" by Trapped, aka the Robbie Gordon song. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. Yep, that's a song I sing whenever I'm chasing someone. Started that in high school, and I'm still keeping it alive and strong here today. So that was the only thing that was missing. Now I remember what I was going to say. So that old man was nowhere near Colleen's husband. That was the Lawrence's wife was probably around his age too and was a lot older, and considering that she died first. I mean, she could have been younger. That it's still she could have been younger, and still died first. Sadly, we'll never know. But we all know what it's like when two elderly people are like one's older and one's younger, and like the younger one goes before the older one if they're like affiliated with each other. We saw that with Charlie O'Donnell on Wheel of Fortune, Johnny Gilbert on Jeopardy. Johnny Gilbert's still here, but Charlie O'Donnell, who was way younger than Johnny Gilbert, died the day after Halloween in 2010, November 1st. So it's not always the older people that go first. It's not always the old. Sometimes the younger ones go too. But sadly, we'll never know about Lawrence's wife, and that's unfortunate. But anyway, so yeah, we found out that Colton's character was Colleen's real life wife. So therefore, I felt bad for Luke and his sister because the fact that we didn't get to see them go to the park. They didn't even get to go to the park, which is why we didn't get to see it. And Amy was pretending not to be in the coffee shop, trying to do a little dine and dash. But even Maggie and Jody were like bitching up a storm. Like, can't you just sit with us for at least 2 minutes? And they had every right to be upset, because I would be upset too. And so if me and another friend had a third friend that didn't want to sit with us and just wanted like do a dining dance, we'd be upset too, like in their shoes. So I feel their frustration on that. But JT Neal makes one hell of a damn good fictional trainer that's also kind of romantic. I mean, I hope that they eventually make Matt and Jody into a couple. I hope they make that a thing where they become a romantic couple. I would love to see one of JT Neal's characters in love again, like Jacob was with Janine on Bless This Mess. Shout out to Bill Adams. We miss you. I hope you're doing well. I mean, Bless This Mess fans who follow JT Neal to this show, we miss you. But yeah, so I thought, there was going to be a random stranger in that house that, when the girls were trespassing, get that tree. But plot twist, it was Diana's house instead. So it really threw me off guard. I mean, and, don't forget we had Heather Horton play that grumpy lady when that Zoom call with the Donna. I mean, Heather's a lucky lady to get to work with Olivia. Don't keep mixing up the characters and the actors. Jesus Christ. But let's get this right. Oh my god. Brain fart. Wait a minute. Damn, I didn't even look to bother. I didn't even bother to look to see who her name is. So, Heather Horton is one lucky little lady to work with my fave, Olivia De Laurentiis, in that little Zoom call scene, as Chef Mary and Donna talking with Amy. I feel bad that Amy couldn't do the Zoom call in peace, with the dogs and the dog and the kids making noise, and of course, her mom, not being used to her coming home so early in the day, like midday, and then the daughter crawled out of the house, somehow got the door open, and then of course we had the leaf blower, and when Mary turned her screen off, and I can understand how Amy's reaction. She thought she hung up because she got disinterested in what was going on, and she's like, and that's what I thought she did too. And Mary's like, nope, I'm still here. I just turned the screen off. And, Donna was sitting there awkwardly. I'm pretty sure she thought the same shit too. But, yeah, there was so much to uncover about this episode tonight. It was a cool last episode. It was very interesting. Not all crazy and everything, but it was pretty damn exciting. That's for damn sure. So, I look forward to the Mike Skinner installment next Thursday when we do another edition of this Thursday Night TV in America, which also can be dubbed, truthfully, let alone Nickelodeon Thursday Night in America. So I will see you guys for that next video, whenever that may be. I think the Spurs play. Technically, it's already past midnight here on the East Coast, so it's already Friday, and I started my 3-day weekend. I think the Spurs might... Hang on. Okay, it's 1:11 here on the East Coast, and as of this recording this video, this is probably the strangest reaction video I've ever recorded for any of my favorite shows. But yeah, Spurs technically it's Friday, will play today against the Brooklyn Nets at 8:30, and this time I will be able to watch and bring you all a reaction video for the ages, as it's against two former Spurs, Patty Mills and LaMarcus Aldridge. And you know, the reason why Patty gets all the love, because he had a huge impact on the team with how long he was here. Like, you know, Matt Bonner, Avery Johnson, Bruce Bowen, Sean Elliott. They were not Hall of Fame players, you know, by any means, or like all-time greats, but they were like Spurs greats alone, which, you know, had a huge impact on the team, which is why Bowen, Johnson got their jersey retired, and I think Patty Mills deserves to have his jersey retired one day, where nobody can use D8 as long as, you know, even when he still played. I hope no one used D8. Maybe he'll like come back for in his whenever his finals NBA season comes. I hope he comes back just to like retire as a Spur. And that's why I think, you know, not only he should get his jersey retired, you know, he should get his jersey retired one day, but you know, if Keita Bates could leave, and you know, people can stop using 31 whenever new players start coming in. So they'll put Malik up there, and if the rookies will stop coming in to steal number 15, put Bonner up there. But yeah, I will see you all for that next video, which will be a Nets Spurs reaction video post game. You know, after that game concludes, whether we win or lose. So pivoting, Kate knocked it out of the park tonight. Warp like rocked it like Rob Riggle, you know, and Danger Force, the return. I was back with a vengeance tonight. I came back stronger and better than ever. Side hustle is next. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn, be you. You have to try harder to do less. Take care, everyone. Good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow night for the next Spurs game in San Antonio.